It is Vlogmas Day 16, the 16th of December, and it's pretty chilly out today. It got down to the teens last night, and I think it's still probably not quite 30 out just yet. We are getting some blue sky though, so at some point Avery and I will get out for a walk. I'm making the effort to try to focus. I just haven't been able to focus. And I will need to get myself together for the trip. I did find out about another show coming up in Philadelphia. I think it says the 13th. It's kind of an invitational, and it said that artists can contribute 2 pieces no larger than 16 by 16, and I thought it might be a good place to have these go. This is from a goop, and it's encaustic over it. So this one and this one I thought would be a nice pair to contribute. They're both oriented the same way and have a similar thematic as far as, you know, like for me it's the spirit of the plants, trees, nature. So I wrote to the folks that are holding it are the same people who host my website, thisiswhatisee.com, which I need to update with all my encaustic work. So they actually have a physical space too in Philadelphia. So I've had a few different little pieces go up there, and generally the cyanotypes, I've sold a few little pieces to them. Nothing quite as large or as solid as these. So that'd be kind of cool. It is, I think the opening is at the same time when my other piece needs to be up to Alexandria, so I'm not sure how to work all of that out. Because it's like, I was journaling this morning, and I was journaling about what's upcoming, and then actually into February so I've got my travel that's coming up on Monday, and I'll be out for 10 days, so we'll have the holidays. I'll come back. I'm doing a red eye coming back, so when I get in on the 30th that evening, my neighbor's having a party, like an end of the year kind of chill out party before actual New Year's. And then there's a party on New Year's Day that I've been invited to. Somebody I've met, but friends of friends, they do a big New Year's Day party. And then my birthday's on that Wednesday, and then I've created a Facebook event for a party for myself on the 7th, and then on the 13th the work needs to, or that weekend the work needs to be in Alexandria, but these will have to go first because I'll have to ship them because they need to be there. I don't know when they're going to actually be hanging. I may need to get them boxed up now before I leave. I have to think about that. So, and then the opening for the show at the Target Gallery in Alexandria is like the first Thursday in February or something like that. So anyway, so it's like my head is already out there, and I don't know whether it's because of the holiday. It's because of a lot of things, and there's a lot of things actually coming up with my new counselor that are, you know, we're really getting at some substantive things, but at the same time it's making me feel a little bit muddled. So oh, so that's what's going on. Avery's by the fire. we're gonna go out for a walk. Maybe I'll do a little shopping today. I don't know. I'm not a big shopper. I keep thinking I need clothes, and then it's like, oh God, do I really want to go out and go shopping now? And the answer is no, I don't. Yeah, so that's the Vlogmas for now. I will not say that's it for the day, because maybe I'll be back later. All right. I'm listening to the president's press conference down here, and I kept seeing in the reflection on the screen these birds coming down. So what are those? Are they red-winged blackbirds, or are they grackles? Look at them all. That is so cool. Oh my God. Hello, blackbirds. What a trip. It's, wow. Wow. That is so cool.
When the report comes out, before I leave office,
birdies feasting on my lawn.
that will have drawn
That
together
is,
all the threads.
there were a bunch of little finches out there earlier. So there must be something, there must be some little seeds or something right on the lawn there.
Gives me great confidence in the assessment that the Russians carried out this hack.
They can all fly away.
The hack of the DNC and the hack of John Podesta. Now, but again, I think this is exactly
wow.
why I want to report.
So it's the evening now. I made myself a, I don't know what they called it, but it's essentially a cassis martini. So it has gin, dry vermouth, and creme de cassis. And it's a very pretty color because of the creme de cassis. Okay, so sit down here and chat at you for just a little bit until I'm ready to go eat my dinner. I got a few things done today that I needed to get done. I needed to get some communication, read a couple of the art shows I was talking about done, and I put some hanging wires on the two pieces I showed before. And Avery and I got our long walk. I got some bills paid. Put out bird food for the birds, because there were lots of birds, as you saw before. And now I'm just winding down for the evening. I'm trying to keep track of what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis and trying to write it down in my journal. I hadn't been doing that for a while, and I know I'm not being real mindful as I go through my days. I was reflecting on why that is right now. And definitely things that I will be working on with my counselor in the new year. Yeah, I find it a little disturbing sometimes when I'm having trouble recalling something. I'm having trouble learning some of the stuff at Aikido when we go through it, when there are so many steps and we go through it so quickly. And I'm only remembering like 2 things, and I'm not remembering the order because there's like 17 drills or something like that. And when I go to those practices, I'm usually either tired at the end of the day, or I haven't slept enough the night before when I go out in the morning. So there are different factors involved, but because of my nature, an anxiety response kind of takes over, and I start going, oh my God, I'm getting Alzheimer's. What if I wake up and I can't remember who I am? And I know that's extreme, but I have a tendency to go, okay, let's think of how bad it could be. And I was thinking to myself, what if I can't remember who I am? I thought, well, I have things in my phone. I know I could find somebody to call. I could look around for clues. I mean, it's totally irrational, but since I've been living alone for about 2.5 years now, these types of things are a concern. And I talked to my counselor about it, and I tend to discount what I perceive as my need for companionship, particularly, you know, a domestic partner. And she reminded me that's kind of a human need. And it's sort of built into us because we're safer that way, and you know, just have a general need for sharing and for being social. So she was just reminding me not to get too down on myself. And she asked me an interesting question. She said, well, do you think what you're looking for is somebody to complete you, or is it more because you feel it would be, I forget how she put it, you know, an idealized way to live through life in a satisfactory way? And I said, well, no, I'm complete. Although it would be nice if our partners do recognize us as being whole, even with limitations, things to work on. So it was kind of interesting to talk that way, but it is hard to live for me and take care of everything that I do and consider the steps I'm taking towards being, you know, a little bit more self-reliant, and ways that I can create a livelihood. And there's always an underlying current of stress there for me. So I kind of feel like I've been living in a heightened state of anxiety than maybe many people do, and a heightened state even for me, being just generally having that kind of an anxious nature, and you know, and it's ramped up living alone for a variety of reasons. And it's deeper than that. There's a lot of reasons why. Oh my goodness gracious! You had your dinner and everything. Come here, come here, come here. People like to see you. Come here. So I'm trying to make myself not feel too bad about, you know, forgetting certain things or not being able to focus or feeling a little bit lost right now, and just recognize that, you know, I've done a lot, and I take care of a lot, and the winter time is a hard time on the body and on the psyche, and just give myself a little bit of slack for that. But it is a challenge. You know, there's a certain amount of depression that goes along with living by myself at this time of year, and creating this atmosphere in the home and not having a family or a partner around to share it with. And that's probably why I take a lot of video and pictures of it too. It's one way of sharing, I guess. You know, not quite as satisfying, not nearly as satisfying, but it is something. So tonight maybe I will watch A Christmas Story, because it's time for that. I haven't watched that yet. And then tomorrow I'll do some cleaning around the house and pull out the suitcase and start putting some things in that I'm not wearing right now that I want to have with me. Right? It's going to be sad to be without Avery, though. Oh, but you'll be okay. You'll have fun. All right, so I'm going to finish my cocktail and have my dinner and watch my movie, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Excuse me, Anne Marie. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.